Hello everyone and welcome to qualifying. We are just around 30 minutes away from when the qualifying session gets underway. We are here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve as qualifying is about to get underway. And what has been a very interesting weekend of CRC action. We are here ready for what should be an interesting session to see how they're all going to line up for this weekend's Canadian Grand Prix. But we're just waiting to get underway. In what is likely to be the last day of dry running, seeing as we do have a wet race expected tomorrow for tomorrow's Grand Prix. But we're almost set then for qualifying. Here for round 7. We're almost set. We're just 6 minutes away from when the green light is going to come on. And it's now time to go to the KSR coverage. Well, hello everyone, welcome to Montreal, which plays host to qualifying for the 7th round of the 2016 CRC World Championship in what is certainly set to be an interesting qualifying session here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. in what is a very overcast but dry day here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. The same cannot be said about the weather forecast for tomorrow, where we are expecting a lot of rain. For tomorrow's Canadian Grand Prix, the first wet race of the season. I'll be very surprised if we do have, it does end up being a fully dry race tomorrow. One driver who won't be getting any more dry running this weekend, if it rains tomorrow, is Max Verstappen. He's got a back of grid penalty for this race. For the incident with Chloe Carter in Monaco, where that was a pretty blatant penalty. To be honest, that was a pretty blatant one. It was pretty obvious what he did wrong, why he got the penalty, and it's really not surprising. We're almost ready. And I think this should be a fascinating qualifying session. But in terms of tyre strategy, in terms of like the dry tyre strategy, what strategy is everyone going to do if it does end up being dry tomorrow, having a section of the race dry? What is everyone going to do? I'm going to see a lot of drivers use the hard tyre. Of course, an expectation. We are almost ready for some qualifying action. We're just moving forward into qualifying now. We're just getting ready for qualifying here. That's not the qualifying getting underway, in case you're wondering. Just getting a few things ready with the weather. Okay, so it is time for qualifying. Now time. switch you to the scene. So, we are just about to get underway for Q1. The first part of qualifying where we will be going back to losing the first 10 cars rather than the first 9 like we had last time out in Monaco, because, or I'm going to call them like, because they're still the same team, just different ownership. As it is the Tove of Tom Mungle who's opened the session. Or the 9 cars, if you like, that we are going to lose. Track temperature is 24 degrees at the moment here at Montreal. With air temperature 81 degrees. Got 64% humidity at the moment here at the Montreal. It is fairly pleasant conditions. We're not likely to see similar conditions tomorrow in the race. The cross line does go Tom Mungle. There are a few cars, I believe that is the Lockie exiting the pits. So Tom Mungle, I think he is. I think the teams we usually expect to lose in Q1. Of course, HWR and Speedtech. They are obviously the obvious ones we would expect to lose in Q1. Of course, with only 9 cars going, we know we're going to lose one to Gala, who's obviously going to have a back of grid. He's starting at the back of the grid. So we know we're going to lose Maximum to Gala. And I think, I'm afraid to say, the RTSs probably we're going to lose in Q1. The Shantanas. And then that final spot, that final space in Q1 might be very interesting. That might be fought amongst, I'd say, the Toves maybe. The other remaining CGP of Quintanilla. The Wigglesworth cars maybe. The Lockies maybe. As Tom Mungle to the 12.6. I can see an Ataroco going out on track. It's like just going to manage to get clear air. That Ataroco, I believe that is Wellesley. So Tom Mungle, the only driver who's set a time so far in Q1. Now Jack Baldwin sets a time. So now you're looking at Bex Howie, who obviously goes 3rd, but one of the only drivers yet who have set a time so far. So very early days yet in this session. Louise Morrow goes 4th. RTS are probably having so far, I'd say, having one of their worst weekends. By the way, the air temperature, by the way, that's humidity. Not the actual temperature. It's around an 11.1. So into the final corner does go Phoebe O'Connor. Across the line. And she goes up into 10th, which is ahead of her team. Got a yellow flag out there. Oh! That's George Chandler! And that's going to be him! And that is him out! George Chandler has gone off, so he hasn't set a time yet. So we already know we're definitely going to lose him on his return to CRC. George Chandler has gone off and he will definitely not make it through. That's a shame. He had looked good this weekend. Yellow flag out there. I'm just assuming Leslie's about to go fast, and that's Bex Howie has gone off. She recovers. Leslie goes to the top, obviously, on a 110.7, which is around the time he managed this morning. Alex Moores, I thought I saw out on track for a moment. But that we know we're going to. So 2 cars we know we're going to lose at the back of the grid. We're going to lose Max Undergala, obviously with the back of grid, and George Chandler. So now here we're looking at Marco Ifos in the sole Wigglesworth car on their return after having to miss the Monaco Grand Prix. In the sole Wigglesworth car, what was the DMAD team, now it's the Wigglesworth team. He has set a time, he's gone 9th. But that takes a bit of pressure off everyone else, but it's still not done yet. We still don't know who we're actually going to lose. A lot can happen. We could easily. As here comes Kieran Hardy into the final corner. Across the line, he goes up into 6th. Oh, Will Buchan gets hit by Abbey Leggett. And he's already set a time, so he should be safe. Leggett trying to get into the pits. Well, he gets past. Then Leggett hits the back of him. That's a typical Montreal incident. Will Buchan has already set quite a good lap. Alex Moores goes out into the circuit. Here comes Toby Jones to cross the line. David Bland not really looking in particularly good shape at the moment because he's currently behind the 2 RTSs, or 2 cars we are expecting to lose. No sign of the likes of Coombs or Woodward out on the track yet. As into turn 1 goes Alex Moores. So down the back straight goes Alex Moores. Up towards the chicane. Looking like a good lap so far from Alex Moores. Into the final chicane. And across the line he goes. Let's see where he's going to go. He goes second at 10.7, so still very equal, the two United Rovers are. Looking very equal, these two United Rovers. Still awaiting Lucy Woodward and Matt Coombs out onto the circuit. The likes of Lang and Hyde, I believe, have set times. Yet they have. The likes of Woodward and Coombs, who have not gone out there yet. Got a bit of a lull in proceedings. We're obviously expecting Woodward and Coombs to do it, to go through. So, here is Louise Morrow starting the lap. Let's see what Louise Morrow can do. Of course, in that absolute... Phoebe O'Connor described it as if she's driving on ice tyres. One thing that might cost her here, though, is she's got the Inata Roper of Alex Moores behind. And that could quite easily compromise her line. Phoebe has been unlucky due to this on quite a lot of occasions this year. Alex Moore's waiting behind. He's heading into the final corner. Oh, Alex Moore's making a little bit of contact there with the back of Louise Morrow going into the pits. Not sure if it cost her that much. Not too much, but she doesn't improve. Did that actually cost her? Oh, that was just a slight kiss. To be honest, I think Alex Moore should really have been a bit more aware to it. So here's Matt Coombs. He hasn't set a time yet. Oh, really riding the curbs there. We know George Chandler is not going to set a time. Here is Matt Coombs. Let's see what he can do. No sign of Lucy Woodward out on track yet. So have to be a bit careful, because if her only run she encounters traffic, then she might have a bit of a problem. David Bland is looking like he's in a little bit of trouble. Down there in 22nd. Here's Matt Coombs. This will probably be a lap that's going to make it. We're going to get him in. Lucy Woodward's just gone out there. He goes up into 6th. Are we going to see David Bland go for another one? There is Phoebe O'Connor going into the final corner. There is the speed tech ahead. Ben Blakemore's managed to get him. Matt Coombs managed to get himself in that cost O'Connor. The speed tech ahead, that could cost Phoebe a little bit. Into the first two corners, really getting the drive off of turn 2. Now into the chicane. Just look at how much she is having to correct. And that is the problem that the RTS has. The front wing feeds in, front end feeds in very well. And it's a 10th down. I don't think she'd want to be riding the curves. The rear end of that car is all over the place. That is the problem that RTS have at the moment. The rear end of that car is just everywhere. spot where the drivers want it to be. Speed Tech didn't get in the way at all. It's like, this is just a problematic rear end. Now, they did look good at the final chicane, so his VV... No, she did actually lose time in the final sector. So it looks like we are once again, for the 5th time in 7 races. I mean, Monaco, we saw both RTSs progress. But that's a different track. Now we're back to a more typical track. And we're back to looking like we're going to lose both RTSs in Q1 again. Lucy Woodward's gone up into 7th, so she is pretty safe now. Now you're looking at David Bland in the Tove. On a better lap that at the moment should get him in. Harvey Williams, shout out to him. He at the moment looks like he might progress, but there is the likes of Blakemore and Peace still to go. Tom Mungle's still on the lap, but Harvey Williams seems to be really outperforming that Sean Tanner. As into the final corner goes David Bland, the final chicane, and across the line. And he gets himself into Q2, so Bland gets himself out. The RTS of Louise Morrow goes again. But that has pushed Kerry-Ann Peace into the drop zone. And she's just gone out on track alongside the Dork. Oh, that's really held up Tom Mungle. He might have a problem. As round goes Kerry-Ann Peace. Thankfully on her outlap. That could cause Tom Mungle a problem if Kerry gets through. You know, I think Tom Mungle has just set his time. But Louise Morrow going for another assault at Q2. Using the curb. And there goes the CGP on pit exit. Who's getting the blue flags. Oh, Louise Morrow really controlling the car. That was well controlled. And she is up on her previous best, but... Oh! That is Lucas Quintanilla who's gone over. And that has ended all chances for Louise Morrow. Trying to get out of the way on the curb. Lucas Quintanilla going over. And Dan Miller just reacting in time. He is through, but that has more than likely cost Louise Morrow the chance of a spot. Kerry-Ann Peace is getting held up by Tom Mungle. That has more than likely cost Louise Morrow a chance at a spot into Q2. I mean, she is going to get another lap. But will the tyres have enough? Shame for Louise, because it was a good lap up until then, especially the way she controlled all that oversteer. And she hasn't been able to hook up the lap as well in the first sector. looked good though in the middle sector. Kerry's going for another chance. But Quintanilla has already set a time, so he will be able to progress through. As down the straight goes the green and red Lockie of Carrie-Anne Peace. Is she going to be able to get herself in? No, she isn't. So that's Carrie-Anne Peace is out. I think that might be it. Phoebe O'Connor, I think, has left it a little too late. Bex Howie is on a lap in the Speed Tech. She's currently the leader of the HWR Speed Tech group. But it looks like we are going to see a Shantana into Q2 for the second race in succession. Shantana looking really good in qualifying, better in qualifying than in race trim. The checkered flag is out. O'Connor's going to be forced to pit. But that is it. So it looks like we are at the end of Q1. So out of Q1 is Peace, Blakemore, O'Connor, Morrow, Howie, Everson, Lang and Hyde, Chandler and Wondergala obviously has a back of grid penalty. So that is it from Q1. So now the remaining 20 cars will progress into Q2. So into Q2 we go. So Q2 about to get underway with the remaining 20 cars. Out on track goes the Gindana of Kieran Hardy. So So it's the Gindana who's opened the session. So both Gindanas are out onto the track to have opened the session. Because Gindana have struggled recently, particularly on high-speed circuits, despite that YRC engine. Oh, Kieran really having to put full lock on going into turn 2. Into the chicane. Really riding that curve. But shout out to Marco Ifos in his first race. He's into Q2. And across the line goes Kieran Hardy. He's an 11.6, so that's a decent time there from the Gindana. Jack Bullen goes faster though, on a very similar time. As out on track goes Wesley. Rosio Driscoll to an 11.3. Alex, both the Atarokas being sent out simultaneously. Oh, that's not going to help Alex Moores. Neither is that. Oh, round goes Legit. She recovers. That won't have done her tyres any good. Alex Moores right behind. Stuck behind Lucas Prince Mueller. And now gets through into the chicane. See if Essie's going to... And to be honest, he can have a good first sector and get through. That's how good the Atarokas are. Chantal Hawks is an 11.1. Of course, the Ataroka this weekend, of course, with all the straights, are leagues ahead of everyone else. In the dry, anyway. And when they're on the medium tyre, Dork are a little bit closer than I was expecting them to be. Because, obviously, Hawk was faster than Essie and FP2 on the soft tyre. But looking good at the moment for Wesley on this lap. Oh, we've got a yellow flag out there somewhere. It's immediately gone in. So Wesley goes to the top in a 10.7. That would easily get him in. And let's have a comparison. Now let's have a look at Alex Moore's second sector. Time. And he goes second. There's a big crash. That's Marco Ifos. Oh, into the wall. What happened here? That was Lucas Quintanilla. And that cost Legit a lot as well. Because that was her only time. Now Will Buchan. So here's Will Buchan on his lap. Across the line goes Tucson, he goes up into 13th. It seems like Mossad are struggling a little bit this weekend. Both Baronassos on laps. So Lucy Woodward, where's she going to go? She goes ahead of the two Guindanas. Now without Will Buchan, he goes ahead of Woodward. Tucson's on a better. I believe he might have had to make way for the Coombe GP. Across the line goes Tucson, 14th, behind Lucas Quintanilla. Duran yet to set a time. Now here you're looking at Hannah Duran in the door. I think the likes of Ethos and Legit will have another go. So across the line. So about to cross the line is Duran. And she goes on to 4th. Harvey Williams is out on track. Ifos is going again. Wait to see if Legit's going to. And that could cost Harvey a little bit. Actually, no, it's not going to. So here's Harvey Williams in the distinctively blue Shuntana. Legit's still in the pits. She's not gone yet. We should expect her to go for another one. So where's Harvey Williams going to go? 18th, ahead of Legit, who's obviously got another lap to do. Ifos is out on track. That is good as a game. For the Wigglesworth driver. Now you're looking at Marco Ifos. Of course, making his CRC debut this weekend. Across the line, up to 13th. That's a good lap there from Marco Ifos. That was a good lap. So now really the driver we're waiting for is Legit. She is going to have to get on with it. Oh, problems for Tom Mungo. So Legit's got around a minute to get out there on track. Without getting forced to pit. After having a lap ruined by Lucas Quintanilla. I don't think she's going to go, to be honest. It looks like she might start down in 20th. Oh, Legit's just gone now. So she will get another chance. At the moment in clean air, we need to have a look at the other Team Moss Supply MAT car, Matthew Towson. Who is stuck in the dirty air of another car. Might compromise him a little bit. Towson's improving in the second sector. Across the line goes Towson. He goes up to 13th. Now, what about Leggett? What has she got? In the Team Moss by MAT, really attacking the curbs there. Of course, there was nothing wrong with her first sector. Really attacking his Abby Leggett here. So, into the hairpin. Down the back straight goes Abby Leggett. This is where obviously she had her lap ruined by Lucas Quintanilla. Across the line goes Abby Leggett. Where is she going to go? She goes up into 14th. So just behind her teammates, I think we have our next bottom 10. And a bad session for Guindana again. Both cars going out. So now, waiting Q3. So just waiting to move on to Q3. I was going to say, I thought I'd skipped to an hour session for a moment. So, Q3 time to see which Yanataroka is going to be on pole. Can the two dorks get in the middle of the scrap? In the past 3 qualifying sessions, Hawk has had problems, either due to disrupted lap or being forced to pit. The session is underway. Who was that going out on track? That was Rosie O'Driscoll. In the Coombe GP. Will Buchan goes out into the track. So does Toby Jones. No Yanata Roker out there yet. That is one of the dorks going out there. That's Hannah Duran. So, into the final chicane goes Rosie O'Driscoll. Up to the first chicane, or not first chicane. Into turn 2, into turn 3, now on the exit. Up to the chicane. Now this is the thread the needle part, in between the barriers. Now into this next of the chicanes. Down the next of the back straights. And this is probably the most difficult of all the chicanes. But Hannah Duran or Rosie O'Driscoll seems to have it well hooked so far. Into the hairpin. Of course, the rookie. On exit of the hairpin goes Rosie O'Driscoll down the back straight. And into the final chicane. Across the line. And she's an 11.3. Woodesi's out there, but behind Duran. That could cost him. That could cost Duran a little bit, actually, because she's on a flying lap, and Essie is obviously in a car that's much faster in a straight line. So that could cost Duran. It's been Hawk who's lost out due to this, and it could cost Alex Moores as well. As Toby Jones is an 11.2. Essie, I think, is going to get past Duran here. And Duran's going to try to fight it. But it's not going to happen for Duran. That's Duran's lap done. And that's going to really hold up Alex Moores here. It looks like it's going to easily be. And if Wesley can put this lap together, it's going to be first blood to Wesley here. Because that's really cost Duran as well. Matt Coombs has gone ahead of the two Coombs GP. Wesley gets a bit of oversteer. The only driver yet to go out there is Chantal Hawk. Let's see what time Wesley can do. Oh, contact there between Duran and Moores. Surely Moores is going to be right up towards the back of the top 10 as Wesley finishes his lap at 1:10.7. That's the fastest time of the weekend. Alex Moores only 8th. And Essie goes off. Oh, it's all kicking off here. I'm not sure what Essie, because he did make a few mistakes on that lap. I'm not sure what Essie will be overly satisfied with that. Chantal Hawk's still yet to go out there onto the track, but she still got 8 minutes. Alex Moores is going to go for another lap, I think just to be safe. He goes up into 7th, of course, on worn tyres. So Chantal Hawk's the only driver who's not set a time yet, but she's out on track, and I think she is ready to set a better time. So across the line goes Chantal Hawk to start her lap. Let's see what she's had a clean lap so far, which is of course something that she hasn't had in the past few races, and that's a good thing. But she's still got the rest of the lap to go. That looks good. Up to the hairpin. She goes. She gets the drive. Off the corner. Down the back straight. 5 minutes left on the clock. Across the line goes Chantal Hawk. And she goes up into 3rd. But interestingly, behind Matt Coombs. She's the only driver out on track at the moment. Of course, on the second lap of the tyre, she'll not be able to improve. Toby Jones is gone. In the Coombs GP. So, Hannah Duran's gone back out there. Is Alex Moore's going to be able to go back out there? Walesi's gone back out there. Is Alex Moore's going to go out there, back out there though? Provisional pole for Walesi at the moment. Alex Moores is going out there again, so he will get another go. He might end up behind Duran again though. And that would of course not be ideal. Toby Jones is on a good lap in the Coombs GP. Across the line, he doesn't improve. Without Duran, she's on a good lap. Of course, her first lap got ruined by Alex Moore's. Down the back straight. Into the chicane. Let's see where Duran is going to go in the door. Fifth. Walesi's 1,000th up, but it's Alex Moore's we need to keep an eye on. Let's see what he can do on this lap. In the Anataroka, will he be able to get his teammate off pole? Already 5/10 off on his previous best. Walesi is improving on his previous best. And he is on a fantastic lap as Walesi. Into the final chicane. And across the line he goes. A 1:10.706 for Walesi. Certainly looking good for Walesi. Alex Moore has only managed a 21.8 in the middle sector compared to, well, he's managed a 21.5 into the final chicane. Where is this going to put Alex Moores? Is he going to be able to find time in the final sector? He goes second at 1:10.8. Just go under a 10th off Walesi. Checker flag is out. Is anyone else improving? Toby Jones has gone into the pits. I believe that's it. So, what a surprise. It is Walesi who has taken pole position here for the Canadian Grand Prix. Once again. And it's his 5th pole of the season so far. In a fascinating qualifying session here at the Red Bull, here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Absolutely fascinating that session was. It's Esley who's done it again. Once again, Walesi has done it. Alex Moore's managing to salvage second in the end. But an interesting qualifying session we just saw here at the circuit Gilles Villeneuve. It's Woodessley who has taken pole position. But there is still that's only half the job. In fact, considering the weather we're expecting tomorrow, only a quarter of the job. With changeable conditions tomorrow, anything can happen. I've got to wrap up now. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for hopefully what should be an interesting Canadian Grand Prix. Goodbye.